This is about quiz number 4 on permutation. I want to highlight some of the questions we did not do well. Right. Now, for example, the first one. Well, I think a lot of this question is not that you do not know how to do it. It's that you misunderstand the original meaning of the question, right? You misunderstand how the description matches with the reality. It says that, well, it should be interpret like this, right? So there are 15 employees goes to work by bus. So suppose these are the people who goes to work by bus, all right? Altogether, there are 15 of them, all right? Now, at the same time, there are another 7 employees go to work by MTR. So there will be another 7 person, all right, go to work by MTR. So far, so good, all right? But then it tells you some more. It tells you that 4 of them, they are going to work by both bus and MTR. So this red and this purple circle, they overlap indeed, all right? They overlap. And how many are there in the overlapping region? There should be 4 of them overlapping, all right? 4 of them goes to work by both bus and MTR. So there should be 4 of them included in this region, all right? Alright, so find the number of employees who will go to work either by bus or by MTR. That means we want to calculate what is the total number of people, right, enclosed in this area, red or purple. Alright. So among the wrong answers, some of us gave 22. So probably you add 15 to 17, so the answer is 22. Alright. But then you totally ignore the number 4, right? What is the meaning of the 4 persons taking both bus and MTR? Well, some of us taking into account the number 4, maybe she did it like this. She take 15 minus 4 and then 7 minus 4, right? Quite a lot of us give the answer as 14. Well, 14 is not meaningless. At least we'll have 15 people going there by bus. Now, 4 of them, they are also taking MTR, which means that there are now 11, 15 minus 4, alright, taking bus only, not MTR. On the other hand, there will be like 7 persons taking the MTR, but 4 of them also take the bus, which means that there are 7 minus 4, 3 of them taking the MTR alone, not the bus, alright. So that means you add them together, it's 14, right? But once again, you miss the 4 person inside. These 4 person, they are counted both in the MTR circle and the bus circle. So in fact, the best way to handle this question is we have those taken by bus plus those take the MTR equals to those take MTR and bus plus those take MTR or bus, right? Remember, we have this principle in the tree diagram, or bus. Alright, you can go back to the notes and look at this particular formula. It says in the Venn diagram with A plus B equals to, shall I say, the number of people in A plus the number of people in B equals to the number of people in A and B plus the number of people in A or B. Alright, that is an important principle in the tree diagram. So in other words, we have 15 plus 7, alright, equals to 4 plus the answer. This is the answer, alright. So after solving the equation, the answer goes to 15 plus 7 minus 4, the answer goes to 18, alright. So that is question 1, okay. Alright, next up we have question 6. Alright, once again, quite a lot of us made a mistake in question number 6. Question number 6 says that we have these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, now among them we want to pick 4 numbers to be lined up. Alright, a 4-digit number is made by selecting 4 different integers from 1 to 6 inclusive. Inclusive means that 1 and 6 they are included. Alright. So far so good, the answer is simply 6p4. But then, there's a hiccup. It says that the numbers 1, 2 and 5 must be selected Alright, so that is an intermediate stage in between. Alright, let me set up a box. Alright, in the box we have numbers 1, 2, and 5. What else? We have to put one more number. Alright, one more number. So there are two stages in the calculation. The first is the selection stage. We select a number to go into that box, right? But with 1, 2, 5 gone, it's now down to 3 options, right? Among the 3 numbers, you choose one of them to put into this box. That is what we call the selection stage. Alright, so now you have 1, 2, 5, and then an extra number chosen from 3, 4, and 6. Now you have this number in the box. The next stage, you line up these 4 numbers. You have 4p 4 ways. You line up this number, be it 1, 5, 2, 3, alright, or maybe it is 6, 2, 5, 1, I don't know. Alright, you line up these 4 numbers in the box, and the ways to line up is 4p4. So the answer is the multiplication of the two. Is 3c1 times 4p4. Alright, that is the answer. 3c1 is 3. Alright, 4p4 is 24. So the answer goes to 72. Alright, that is question 6. Now note there are 2 stages. In red we have a selection stage. 1, 2, 5 they are already there. So we have to choose one more number from 3, 4, and 6, 3c1. Now that we have 4 numbers, 1, 2, 5 and the extra number, we line up these 4 numbers. So this is 4p4. Alright, so that is question 6. Alright. Now next up we have question 9. Now before we look at question 9, there's another question that we talked about previously in permutation about a basketball team that you must select Jack, right? Jack is in the team. How many ways you can do it? Jack is not in the team. How many ways you can do it, right? This question is similar to that one. We have 6 Chinese books and 8 English books, alright? Every time we want to pick 3 Chinese books and 4 English books. So if it is like that, then the answer is 4c3 times 8c4. Alright, there are so many ways for the Chinese books, and there are so many ways for the English books, right? So far so good. But then once again, there's an extra condition. It says that one particular Chinese book must be chosen, and one particular English book must be chosen. So in other words, there are not 6 Chinese books, but 5 optional books and 1 compulsory. Alright, and once again, there are not 8 English books, but 1 English books and 7 optional. 1 is compulsory, 7 is optional. And then you do not have 3 books to choose from because the compulsory book must be chosen. Alright, so you only choose 2 more. Alright, from the 5. Once again, the compulsory English book must be chosen. So you choose 3 more. Alright. You choose 3 English so that you have 3 Chinese books and 4 English books. But one of them is 1 Chinese, 1 English. They are compulsory. Alright. So you are down to 5 Chinese books. You choose 2 of them. Not 6 and choose 3. But 5 choose 2. So the answer goes to 5c2 for the Chinese and multiply to 7c3 for the English. Alright, and the answer goes to 350. Alright. Okay, so the compulsory items, we take them away from both the existing pool. There used to be 6 Chinese books, alright? But now, since one of them is compulsory, so that means there are only 5 optional books. And then we choose 3 of them every time. But then one of them is already compulsory, so there are only 2 available slots. That means for the Chinese, it is 5c2. You choose 2 out of 5. Similarly, for the English is 7c3. Alright, so the answer is like this. If you make the mistake in question 9, perhaps another question is very similar to this one. Alright, so we have 15 Chinese desserts and 10 different Western desserts. So we want to select 4 dishes, but the way of selecting them must be at least 1 Chinese and at least 1 Western. Alright, so let's see how we can do this, right? We can have 1 Chinese and 3 Western, alright, or 2 Chinese, 2 Western, or 3 Chinese, 1 Western. Alright, these are the ways we can do that. Alright, and of course we add them up together. To do the first one, we have 15 Chinese dishes, we choose 1. we have 10 Western dishes, we choose 3. Alright, you can add up all these different combinations one by one. Alright, and the next one will be 15 C2 for the Chinese and 10 C2 for the Western, and then the next one will be 15 C3 and 10 times 10 C1. Right, I guess that is the case. Alright, you add them up together and that's your answer. The answer being 11075. Alright, now alternatively you can do it like this. Alright, that you have one Chinese dessert and one Western dessert. That means unless they are all Chinese or all Western, alright, unless it is like this. So you can use 1 minus, right? 1 will be every possibilities. That would be 25 desserts altogether, and you choose 4 of them, alright? All Chinese will be 15 Chinese, you choose 4. All Western will be 10 Western desserts, you choose 4. So that would be another way to look at the question. And if you do it on the calculator, it is the same. Of course, it is the same, right? The same answer. If they are different, then perhaps one of the method is wrong. Alright. So this is it. These are the more mistakes we made in the quiz number 4. Alright. So take a look at these 4 questions and try not to make the same mistake again. Thank you very much.